My name's Jeff. My name's Jeff. Oh, wait. No, my name's Ash. Hey, friends. Welcome to Gents Scents. Hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 7 of my go-to designer fragrances if I'm trying to make a good first impression. Because first impressions are very important. That's what people tell you, right? You can't make a second first impression. Maybe actually you could. Like if you met somebody and then years went by and they forgot who you were completely and you met them again, you could have a second first impression. Technically, kinda. But yeah, first impressions are important. You don't want to go up to somebody and your shirt's all wrinkled up and you got stains on it. You've got cotton mouth, so you got this stanky breath. Hair's all messed up. Or maybe if you're bald, you know, maybe you got a big zit on your head or something. And to top it all off, my friends, you're wearing the wrong fragrance. You're wearing a fragrance that's got that stank. Not a good stank, a bad one. So let's jump into it. Let's talk about some designer fragrances that are sure to leave a good first impression. I'm gonna keep it simple here to begin with and go with Prada L'Homme. It's got some iris, neroli, violet, and amber. Soapy, clean, and fresh. Ultra easy to pull off. One of the go-to men's office fragrances nowadays. And the reason that it does so well as an office fragrance is the same reason that it does so well to make a good first impression. It's just ultra likable. There's nothing in here that's divisive or funky or weird. It's just clean, soapy, fresh, and masculine. Masculine in a very modern type of way. You could also go with Prada L'Homme Intense or Prada L'Homme Low, but I think overall, just, you know, the maximum amount of places and times that it would work, Prada L'Homme would be the one to go for if you're just looking for that. And that is the type of fragrance that will work both casually and formally. So it can pull double duty. You can wear it pretty much anywhere. And you know who I know makes the best first impressions? The Beast Mode Gents. These dudes. I'm assuming you're all guys. If one of you is a lady, shout out to you. You're one in a million. But I think you don't exist. If you do, comment below, prove me wrong. Anyway, shout out to these Beast Mode Gents. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you'd like to be Beast Mode Gent or most complimented or versatile gent, click the join button below or check out the link in the description. Back to the video. Up next is a fragrance that does trend more towards spring and summer daytime use. It's a fragrance that I rocked in the office a bunch though, and it always worked really well. It is Versace Pour Homme. And this one's pretty affordable as far as discounters go. It's not too highly priced. Smells a little bit like Chanel Allure Homme Sport as well. So if maybe you don't want to spend the money on the Chanel, but you want to smell similar to that fragrance, get this one. Citrus, neroli, tonka, and musk, some of the notes in this scent. And really, this does not need to be relegated to just summertime, daytime use. You can stretch this one out. And like I said, it's really versatile. I wore it to the office a bunch. And really, if you're gonna be spending time indoors where it's air conditioned, it doesn't really matter all that much what season the fragrance is specifically made for, or what people say that it's specifically made for, because I guarantee you, these companies, they'll tell you, no, my friend, you can wear that anytime. Buy it and buy your friend some, and your mom and your dad. But really though, that doesn't go just for summertime fragrances. It goes for fall and wintertime fragrances too. If you're spending a lot of time indoors where it's air conditioned, assuming that you understand the fragrance and how strong it is, you can pull it off. Just wear more or less sprays basically. I mean, there's some exceptions, but just kind of in general. Up next, I'm gonna go with a fragrance that I dunked on. I didn't like it. I've talked about this a bunch. It's Dior Homme 2020. I like it now. I like it a lot. What are you gonna do? Sue me, I guess. Don't actually sue me, that would suck. This one has cashmere, isoe super, vetiver, bergamot, and pink pepper. The reason so many people hated it is the same reason that I did initially. They were taking our beloved Dior Homme with that iris. Oh, that makeup-y iris. It smelled like it was sent down from the gods, the fragrance gods. Thank you for Dior Homme with iris. Thank you. But yeah, they took that Dior Homme and then they said, get rid of it. To be fair though, there is now Dior Homme Original, which is what it says it is. It's the original Dior Homme. But when this one came out and, you know, it had none of that iris, none of what made Dior Homme, people revolted. Just revolted, madness, anarchy, blood in the streets, complete psychopathy everywhere you turned, just everybody losing their minds, burning stuff down. Well, actually, that didn't happen. What happened was some people, they went online and they typed that they were mad. That's what happened. I hate you, Dior. I will never buy your stuff again. P.S. Francois Dumarche sucks. And then people got on YouTube, like me, and said, hey man, this sucks. But then what happened was I wore Dior Homme more, Dior Homme 2020, and then I wore it a little more, and then a little more, and I like it. So they got me. Great scent, so versatile. You can wear it anywhere, any season, daytime or nighttime, formal situations, office, date, evening out, casual, does not matter. It can pull it off. And I'll tell you guys, out of all the Dior fragrances right now, if I was going to reach for one, just one from the brand that I could pull off in as many situations as possible, it would be that one. So Dior Homme 2020, really good. And people love the way that smells. Next up, let's go with a Gentleman. This time, Gentleman Eau de Parfum Boisé. Now, this is a line that I love. I adore this line. Gentleman Eau de Parfum is just awesome. And this one, I think, is right there alongside with it. I think this one has a little more versatility, and that's why I include it in this list. This one has iris, cacao, sandalwood, and black pepper as some of the notes in the scent. So another iris fragrance, but the iris here is much different than the iris in Prada L'Homme. So Prada L'Homme, you're getting that soapy, clean, fresh iris. The iris in Gentleman Eau de Parfum Boisé is a little bit richer, a little bit heavier, a little bit sweeter. And of course, some of that sweetness is gonna be coming from the cacao in here, that chocolatey kind of feeling that it has. And it's got a really nice woodsy base that's anchored by sandalwood, giving it a slight creamy edge. Love that fragrance. Think that it is a hit and kind of under the radar a little bit. The fragrance community knows about that one a little bit more than your average Joe. Let's go back with just maximum versatility. I need something I can wear anytime. Don't worry, got you, fam. Mont Blanc Explorer, Bergamot, Vetiver, Aki, Gala Wood. Gotta love that name. And Ambroxan, some of the notes in this fragrance, along with a bit of that pink pepper. So, I feel like we've been here before. I feel like we've talked about this fragrance in a few videos in the past. Yeah, history repeating itself. Explorer, what could it smell like? What could it be? It's Creed's Aventus. Oh, I know, exciting. There are no fragrances that smell like Aventus. I'm so excited. Oh, wait. No, there are hundreds. Oh, man. What's so funny is Aventus back in the day, sound like it was, decades and decades ago, but when Aventus came out, people were searching for an alternative. They were just going buck wild. And there was a little clone that popped up years ago, the first one, and it was garbage. It was not a very good clone. And as time went on, more and more came out. They got better and they got better and they got better. And people would kind of kick around, and talk like, when is a designer house gonna nick Aventus? When are they gonna kind of lift that Mont Blanc baby? Sometimes it's best to be the first mover on something. And Mont Blanc, they did it. Explorer smells similar to Aventus, essentially designer style Aventus, and it was a good move because Explorer is basically the fragrance everybody thinks of nowadays when they think of Mont Blanc. Big success, people love it, ultra wearable, ultra versatile, big compliment puller. The price at discounters is next to nothing. It is a great buy for the vast majority of people. And like I said, I gotta give props to Mont Blanc, man. First ones to go ahead and just say, you know what? Heck with it. And Mont Blanc is not the only designer house that has kind of been inspired by Creed's Aventus. Dunhill came out with Desire Gold not that long ago, but I still think I'd go with Explorer. Explorer is going to be a fresher take on Creed's Aventus. You're not going to get that smokiness, really. Very clean modern woods in the dry down here instead of a thick birch. We got that ambroxan kind of sparkle, really nice fresh spicy pink pepper melding with bergamot in the opening. The bergamot giving you similar feeling to the pineapple in the open of Creed's Aventus. Next up, let's go with Bulgari Man Wood Neroli. Bulgari Man Wood Neroli has a perfect DNA for first impressions. It has, of course, Neroli front and center, so it gives you this citric, clean, smooth, white floral aspect. The woods in here, again, are going to be on the more modern, cleaner side of things. You have additional white florals in the form of orange blossom that melds together and plays a supporting role to the Neroli, and then you have a nice citric punch of bergamot right off the top. Ultra easy to pull off. Neroli is a note that almost everyone is going to like if it's pulled off correctly. It's going to give you, like I said, that citric kind of feeling, soft, clean, easy to pull off, kind of a soapy feel. And I would say Bulgari Man Wood Neroli, as far as just being a compliment pulling modern man's fragrance with that clean side with a bit of sophistication, is great. Now last up, I gotta get some vetiver in here. You know me, I need vetiver. It's like deep in my heart, in my soul. I need vetiver. I'm like Matthew McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street. Except no cocaine and no... Have you seen the movie? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. If not, go watch the clip. Just Google it. YouTube it. Well, that was weird. That kind of went off the rails. Last fragrance, Barbados XX Artisan. Look at that bottle. Man, that looks good. You know what's weird? It kind of looks like Artisan Pure if you took it out back and you had a can of silver spray paint and you just went wild. Just only without the fumes, which is good because that'll eat away at your brain. Bitter orange, vetiver, Sichuan pepper, and cedar. Some of the notes in this fragrance, like I said, vetiver. I actually think this is one of Barbados' best fragrances for men. And unfortunately, I guess the vast majority of people don't think that because it doesn't get talked about. You can't find it at discounters yet, only at retailers. It's not crazy expensive. I think the largest bottle size is $94, smaller size in the 70s, but I mean, it's not cheap either. So this one though, really, really nice as far as being a gentlemanly kind of fragrance with that vetiver coming across a bit dry. The citrus in the top, the bitter orange is what it says it is. It's a little more bitter instead of being really fresh and juicy and sweet. You also have a nice little fiery pop from the Sichuan pepper, and as it dries down, cedar that melts together with that vetiver, giving you this extensively woody base. Extensively woody, it goes forever. I really like the fragrance, but unfortunately, it seems like maybe Barbados' prime is behind it. I know that there was that talk about bankruptcy with the company, and people were not sure that they were going to have fragrances anymore. They were unsure if they were just all going to get, discontinued. But as of now, still got them. It's just they don't seem to drum up the same amount of attention as they used to, which is a shame, because if you're a fan of vetiver like me, this is a great little pickup. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for hanging with me, and let me know below some of the designer fragrances you wear when you're trying to make that good first impression. Whether it's your new boss, or if you're wearing a fragrance to an interview, maybe you shouldn't do, but if you are, more power to you, or just in general, maybe meeting the missus' parents or something. I don't know. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Thanks for all your support. Stay safe out there. I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.